You're listening to the AstroMommy Newsletter read-aloud version of my daily horoscope published on Substack. If you would like to read this, please click on the link in the description box below. Without further ado, here is the daily horoscope. Love, Death, and Temptation. Venus square Pluto and the Devil card. Daily horoscope for Thursday, October 20th, 2022. Welcome to the AstroMommy Newsletter, a daily horoscope that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. The AstroMommy Newsletter is a reader-supported publication, meaning it only thrives thanks to the generous support of lovely people just like you. The two best ways you can support my work are to share this newsletter with a friend and to consider upgrading to a paid subscription. Whether you're a first-time reader or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in my community. I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. Blessings. Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss the transits of the moon and Venus's square to Pluto. But before we get into that, I want to remind everyone that there are quick links to all the things, my website, booking site, social media pages, and the family Etsy shop, etc., at the bottom of the newsletter. If you have any questions or are interested in booking a reading, feel free to email me at astromommyastrology@gmail.com, especially if you'd like a different time than what is available on my autoscheduler. I am more than happy to make accommodations for your reading. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's post, and feel free to share this public post with others who may be interested. Okay, let's get into the astrology. Super early in the morning at 2:02 a.m., or late last night if you are on the West Coast, Venus at 26 degrees Libra 8 minutes perfected a square to Pluto at 26 degrees Capricorn 8 minutes. What's interesting about this chart is that the moon at 24 Leo was making two sextiles, one to Mars and one to Venus, who are still in a trine with one another. Mars is also still in the square energy to Neptune, and the moon was also making a quincunx to Neptune at that same time as well. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, relationships, what we value, as well as money, and Pluto is the planet of regeneration, transformation, rebirth, and death. Yesterday, I talked about some of the negative and gruesome sides of this transit, but today I would like to offer something I hope is inspiring and uplifting and helps us all deal with the dark, deep, and uncomfortable truths that are emerging in our world and possibly in our own lives right now. I want to share with you all The Fourfold Way by Angeles Arian, PhD. The Fourfold Way is a group of 4 principles based on the 4 archetypes: the warrior, the healer, the visionary, and the teacher. The Fourfold Way by Angeles Arian. Number 1, show up or choose to be present. Being present allows us to access the human resources of power, presence, and communication. This is the way of the warrior. Number 2, pay attention to what has heart and meaning. Paying attention opens us to the human resources of love, gratitude, acknowledgement, and validation. This is the way of the healer. Number 3, tell the truth without blame or judgment. Non-judgmental truthfulness maintains our authenticity and develops our inner vision and intuition. This is the way of the visionary. And number 4, be open to outcome, not attached to outcome. Openness and non-attachment help us recover the human resources of wisdom and objectivity. This is the way of the teacher. I feel that these 4 principles can really help us get through times like these. Show up, pay attention, tell the truth, be open to outcome. The daily horoscope would not be complete without talking about the moon a bit more. The moon will ingress into the sign of Virgo at 12:25 p.m. Eastern Time. This always heralds in the motivation to clean things up and organize. I have a mountain of laundry that needs tending to, and thankfully by the time the moon moves into Virgo, I will most likely feel like tackling it. So today could end up being a day where we attend to the details of our lives and get things in order. Let's move on to the card for the day. What is the guidance for today? 15. The Devil. On this card, we see the devil, perched upon a black box with large taloned claws. His legs are hairy, his chest is bare, and his eyes are white. He has 2 large black wings like a vampire bat coming out of his back. Upon his head are curved horns, and in his left hand is a torch, a flame. His right hand is making the Vulcan salute for "Live long and prosper" from Star Trek. Above his head is an inverted pentagram, and below him, chained to his black box by their necks, are a naked man and a woman. They have red hair and small horns coming out of their heads and tails coming out of their backsides. The chains appear to be loose enough that they could easily remove them if they so desired. The Devil card represents where we feel there are negative forces in our lives that are keeping us enslaved in some way and holding us back from manifesting our highest good. The Devil card represents where one is choosing instant gratification over long-term goal fulfillment. Addictions, the shadow self, attachment, restriction, and sexuality all come up with the Devil card. The Devil is a trickster, and so there is also the feeling that you have been tricked into believing something about your reality that is an illusion, like the chains around the human's necks. You may feel trapped or chained to something that only requires you to realize you are free to unbind yourself at any time, as soon as you no longer desire that to which you are addicted. This is a very interesting card to pull for today, given that Venus is making a square to Pluto, the goddess of love and the god of the underworld. It's like today is a day where we are being tested when it comes to love, relationships, values, and money. Are the relationships, values, and money issues that we are dealing with in alignment with our highest good and purpose? Are we giving in to instant gratification somewhere in our lives? What can we let go of that is holding us back so that we can be the best versions of ourselves? I would like to leave you with a quote to ponder and meditate on. When I researched who said this quote, I found that many people have been quoted as saying it, but I could not find the original source, so I will leave it untethered to a specific person. Maybe one of you knows? Anyway, it goes along nicely with the horoscope and reading for today. Quote, "Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved." Unquote. I would love to hear your thoughts and feelings about today's horoscope and card reading. I hope this is helpful. Until tomorrow, AstroMommy.
Today's horoscope is brought to you by the Moon and Leo in Virgo, Venus square Pluto. Quick links and resources can be found at the bottom of the newsletter. Today's card was pulled from the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, available on Amazon. If you purchase anything for the affiliates link I provide in the newsletter, I make a small commission with their non-additional cost to you. I don't share or recommend things that don't have to live and use myself. Thanks for listening.